From November the 29th, we've been walking through this city. And we found that sanitation, safety, and public health are issues. And as you go through, and when I spoke to the team, I said, hear this. We're going through street by street in San Fernando. And we're taking up all the issues so that we will ensure that when we come back to the people with our plans, that they are the plans that will make a difference in front of your home, to the safety of the community. You know, when we looked around, we realized that one of the failings in San Fernando was the San Fernando City Corporation. They are under-resourced, and therefore simple things that people ask for. And you'll see that under infrastructure and environmental management, picking up your garbage, picking up the bulk waste, all those cuttings from trees and things like that. And I always tell a story. We were on Pearl Avenue in Marabella, and we saw this area of bulk waste on the side of the road. And it has been there for so long that pumpkin vines have grown and the pumpkin started to bear. That is to tell you how long that waste has not been collected. And so there's a crisis in the inner city. Rodents and the peripheries, snails, mosquitoes. And so it means, therefore, one of the fundamental things we have to do is to strengthen the resourcing of the San Fernando City Corporation. But what we have to also do, too, is to look for the opportunities. All of this waste that we're seeing could actually be used for recycling, to be used to make mulch, to be given to schools, to be given to young entrepreneurs, for them to add to all of those agriculture initiatives. Yesterday we were walking through Rushford Street, and they started 3 years ago the hydroponics, and it just fell apart because there was no continuous support. And these were young people with the expertise and the knowledge, but they just needed a little bit of support. And so when we say at the beginning, you need an MP, you need a team that is present, that is significant. I was walking a little further along, and someone came up to me and said, you know, you're the first candidate I'm seeing, and you're going to get my vote. And I voted for another party before. And I want to say that we are walking and we are talking. Dr. Bodo, and you'll recognize that everything that we have inside here was approved by the political leadership, and it's aligned with all of the national policies and manifestos. He spoke about improving the health services. Our Senator Jayanti Lakshmi Dayal spoke about safety and security as we go through it. Last year when we had our pre-budget consultation, I spoke about San Fernando already in the early days with the industrial capital. I think had a little part in moving us to becoming the education capital. And now we want to move and add to those strengths. We're already good in those areas. But I want to go back to the industrial capital. I want to congratulate the OWTU for their support in San Fernando West. Let's give them a round of applause. They're part of our team and they have been working with us. And as I said last year, when Petrotrin, the refinery, was closed down, it cast this long shadow over the city.